I think that's hard, bro. All right. What's up, everyone? Today we have a super talented producer and rapper on the rise. First of many producers I'll be having interviewing. But I had to start off strong. He's been making waves in the industry. If you need professional production, I definitely recommend him. We got Kash in the building. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Where are you from? And when did you first start making music?
Well, I'm from raised in the Shreveport, Louisiana. That's where I was born. I live in Bossier. I first started making music really when I was like, I'd say 4. I remember I had my first drum kit when I was 4. Then when I turned 6, I used to play drums at church. And then villages, when I started making beats though, I was really 11. Got into it just to film, and then I realized I didn't make some more. So what do we?
Okay, cool. So you said you've been making music since you were 4 years old. So you definitely have experience. What's your creative process like? And then how long did it take you to master a software like FL Studio?
Really my creative process, really if I just hear something, I didn't go with the flow. So really like if I'm just cooking up from scratch, if I get like a certain like weird sound, really it'd be weird sounds. So I like, it's a weird sound, and I'll make something out scratch from that, tweak it. But I'm like using a loop, I'll go produce. And it'd be certain people that catch my attention, I'd say. So if it just catch my attention, I have to use it like that, and I just build off that or whatnot. So it's really, I'm not gonna say the process is hard to me, not anymore, but for sure, when I first started, I was, taking a little minute, an hour or two, maybe beat, you know what I'm saying? But now it takes me 15 to 30 minutes to make a beat. If I'm trying to do something crazy, 30 minutes, sure.
Real quick, we're gonna come back to producing. Who inspires you in your rap music? And then is it a hard transition to go from producing to rapping, or have you been doing rapping as well since you were 4?
Uh, Honestly, well, I'm gonna answer the first, second question first. Down for resting on inspiration. Really, don't rapping is just really something I really just want doing like on the side, because my own boys just always freestyling my beats. I just be freestyle with them sometimes. Eighth onto the career report, Kash report rim. So really, like I said, the past year and a half, 2. Really, I just say year and a half, I can then start taking it serious. Not even get serious, just seeing what I can do, trying to find my sound with that. But inspirations with rapping and in producing. I'm not even gonna say rapping, just artist wise and producer wise. I say Pharrell, for sure. That's my main. That's my top. Rapping, I'll probably say Future. For sure, this Future. I'd say Future. I've been listening to him a lot. Recently too, I say Kendrick, because he's been making me get more into actual storytelling, telling more about my actual life, not just rapping about bullshit. And then I say on the producer side, I say the same for Pharrell, Big Will. Who else can I say? I say Southside, Weezy, D-Rich for sure. That's a pioneer for a lot of stuff. D-Rich and Zaytobe.
Just real quick, do you get any like influences from Louisiana? Since it's kind of close, so just wondering. I know you're not from Texas. You could just speak on street board or anything.
Honestly, I don't. Honestly, with Louisiana music, I don't. I listen to it for sure. That Boosie, Young Boy, I listen to all of his. But as far as inspiration, nah, or just this inspiration, nah, because this is what they rap about a lot. It was a whole bunch of killing. I'm not saying I'll listen to it and get turned to it for sure. Anybody will that like rap music, I feel like, but with them, it's like it's different because it's like a whole different. Oh, I really put it like a whole different topic. I don't know, a whole different way they'll do it. I guess I said, but I really just like I've always really and truly I've been to Atlanta, Atlanta, and I say like full. I said, but Louisiana, I for sure want to make itself for some Louisiana people, like local people, but they never used to rapping. So it was I just started doing my own stuff, venturing out to different areas, different states, cities, just figuring out what I could really come up with myself. So as far as rocking with people or just listening to people out there or taking inspiration, but you can lie.
Do you prefer to collaborate with other artists, or do you like to work with yourself a lot?
I collaborate with a whole bunch of artists. I feel like that's the best way to do it. Actually, it is the best way to do it, to collaborate with people, because that's one, that's just networking for one. And two, that's how you get a really great process going all around as far as building a song or really locking in with someone. And not just, with like certain people just sending out stuff. I like to actually go to the person and lock in with that person, see what they want. And I can make that for them. So what?
Okay. What's the most unexpected sample or sound that you ever used when like producing?
I use Everybody Loves Sunshine by Roy Ayers. I did that like 4 years ago.
Early days in creating music, was there somebody like above you that just put you on the game early, or was it just something that you just found yourself?
Well, with FL, I say I found myself. Making beats, I say I found myself for sure. Cause I always curious on either how they were made or just, I just say how they were made really. Uh, but I could say he put me onto it. I say, I say my sister, because like I said, when I was 4 and 6 years old playing drums in church, she was always in the choir or whatnot. So just being around her, and I was always around her when I was young. So just being around her and just going like different like I say what churches, like we used to come there a lot with Freeport, and they'll be singing in the church after service or whatnot. So just stuff like that, or going to rehearsal with her. Uh and that's, like I said, that's how I got into the drums too. He'll always, I be in church giving drums, so I'll say that for sure. This church should be around my sister.
I don't want to get too personal, but do you have a lot of siblings, and are you the oldest or the youngest?
I got three. I'm the only boy and I'm the youngest, so I got three sisters.
Ooh. Talk about the importance of progression in music.
I feel like that's the importance of it. I feel like that's what you need. You could be able to build, build more growth, because without growth, you're just stuck in the same place. Uh, for instance, like I used to try to make same beat over and over again. I used to try to limit beats. So that's really how I really learned how to make beats. I go on YouTube and limit the beat. That's honestly how I learned. But it got to a point to where I was kind of not making the same beat, but it will sound the same. Like say a song, I'll make a beat that will sound like the beat from the song. And like I said, I mean, my partners, they used to freestyle my beats. They'd be like, this beat sound like such and such, which made me open my eyes more and be like, okay, I need to, do better. I need to, like you said, progress. I need to grow. I need to figure out what I like to make, what can stand out for me. You know what I'm saying? So that's for sure. Cause I was stuck in the place for a long time. After my like first semi-big place, not say I was stuck in the place for a long time for sure. But like I said, it take time, it take culture, and like I said, you grow in order to build up anything. You music, maybe this music, just life in general. So yeah.
Okay, real quick, what role does traveling play in your career?
Played a big, honestly, right now, especially for what, like I said, what I'm finna do right now, plays a big role, because I live in a city where music is not a main priority at all. No one ever really takes it serious, which is another reason why I'm messing nobody from Louisiana or just my city in general. Nobody really takes it serious. So me being able to go here or Houston or say wherever I go in the next couple months or years, I feel like this is the best thing for me, because I guess where network comes to play. I met a lot of people actually just in the past 2-3 months. Like I was just in Houston after Christmas for a week and a half too. And I met a lot of people and actually got my foot, I ain't gonna say my foot in the door, but a toe in the door. I say so. I for sure, that's the big part. And I just, you need to, if you like in a city that's not going on, where you're not going on, we could go somewhere that's close to where a little things popping or whatnot, I say.
How do you know when a song is truly finished?
Honestly, I say depends on how you feel. Cause that's how I am with beats. I'll keep a beat the whole time. You know, some people like I got songs off that just a beat that's looped the whole time. Same beat. It might have a different pattern here and there, but it's real like just the same beat loop every I say what 48 bars. So it's like that, or it could be a beat that I arrange and that I just some stuff down in certain areas or whatnot. But I say it's how you feel. If it makes you feel good, then it's done. If you see other people nodding their head, if you nodding your head, it's done. It's all about really perception of it. That's how I see it as.
I know the path of a producer is kind of different from the path of a rapper. Any advice on producers coming in as far as like making money in the industry and just getting their name out there?
Just be you. How, like I said, I used to try to mimic beats that sound like other songs, or I just said it sound like other songs, and I've stuck for real life about 2-3 years until I got until I got back up after my first placement. And that was what, 2021? So yeah, 2024 came around, I got back to like what I need to be making, what I really truly like to make, and what other people like to get. So I say, yeah, you just need to be yourself. And that's why I'm figuring out now. I just should have been myself the whole time. The beats that I knew I liked to hear, and the beats that I knew I could make for real, and I knew other people would like this for the, you know what I'm saying? If I should just stay with that. So yeah.
Could you see yourself branching out to other kind of forms of content, like like TikTok or movies or anything like that?
I do want to do renew this once I get older. Right now, I'm restarting my YouTube channel. I did have a YouTube channel, but it was really on like some high school stuff. So I'm restarting over from scratch and just with all of that. So I'm gonna do that while I have studio blogs. This really just tracking my life for all this music that's going on. I'm living with it on. So it'll be strictly over music though. Like nothing personal, just strictly music. And I'll do that. What else? I'll probably say that there. This YouTube's and movies as of right now. I really got nothing else. Model. I'm sure. I do want to model. Once I get older, if an opportunity comes around for sure. I do want to do that. So go ahead, your parents.
You mentioned the studio. I hear you're often in the studio. Just talk about the Houston scene, and then just talk about your experiences in the studio.
I feel like a lot of people don't know that Houston really, as far as underground, is really on the rise for sure. Cause just
Is it bigger than New Dallas? No, I'm just saying that I could say it. No, sir.
I want to say it's bigger than Dallas, but y'all got some people out here to show. But that's not. But New Dallas is really underground. I feel like New Dallas is for sure mainstream. See me, I would say focused on underground, but I know that's where I attract. So with the underground, like I said, people don't really realize that that's where it's really stemming from. It's really Houston in a way. You got Guapo, you got Swap out there, you got Brett. I can't say his name, but Brett, I believe. A few other people. I believe Megan Thee Stallion was underground for she was actually. Cause I remember my first time hearing Megan Thee Stallion was on a Young Nudie song. So I know for sure that's where the singing really starts.
You mentioned the underground, but how far do you want to push your music career?
I want to be like Quincy Jones. I don't want to say underground. I'm sure want to deep in that Specialty Dance, or I ain't gonna say the next, but Fever Quincy Jones, or like Quincy Jones. I'd say like that. Cause I don't believe anybody believe they the man that produced a whole bunch of stuff for Michael Jackson. So I sure want to be like that. Yeah, I say that. I don't want to stay underground, although I feel like that's where a lot of people get their little OG status from, or get their name around and be known all these different people. But I want to know all these people work with these people. I just know these people, which I feel like a lot of people do.
Okay, you mentioned Quincy Jones, and you also mentioned Pharrell. So, you are able to branch off into different genres?
Oh yeah,
Completely.
yeah, sure. I used to before, like I said, 2021, I was making everything. I got a couple of R&B songs. It's really just like watching cool shit. Really with my cousin, because he can sing, beat the singer, crazy. I wish he would take him. I just texted him the other day, say he could start dropping them, but he can sing crazy. So I got a few songs with her. That's actually the first person to actually got on my stuff. Like Kash, for now he an engineer too. But yeah, I used to like R&B, you make a whole bunch of R&B stuff. That's really where I started off. Not say start off on, but that's where I mostly made in 2021 was R&B type beats. Uh, but yeah, I made country. I made dance. I done made a whole bunch of stuff. I don't do it as much now. Top focus on my sound, but I know once that talking around, like say something or something, I can go make it with no ease for sure.
Let's talk about your sound. It's very melodic sometimes. It's just it's really your own unique kind of sound. Is it something that you're working on constantly, or is it something that you're kind of getting down packed nowadays?
Now it's real like constant. Like, well, I call it because a lot of people call it, it's trap. It's trap. So I say that's trap, but like you said, a little bit melodic. Uh, a lot of people, I say, it is called like yeah, trap, but I like to call it wavy trap because I have a certain bounce in a lot of my stuff. Like in certain beats, I have a certain bounce, uh, and it's not gonna hear it on open horns or certain sense of it. That you just don't hear the regular drums of horns. You know what I'm saying? So I got like that. I got certain like little ambient sounds. All that for yeah. I call it wavy trap myself. Uh, and yeah, hopefully I can actually. I can say hopefully. I know it will be real like new and soon. And I feel like it'll put me in the right path about rule trying to go. So yeah.
Do you write or do you freestyle, or is it like punch in?
It's just punching. I can't write. I can write, but I sat, listen to the beat, wrote for sure, and then I get off. I try to record it and just don't sound right. So, but like I said, when you asked me how you know when a song was done, like I said, you was fit. Same thing whenever I finish sharing, whatever I feel, as long as I know it's true coming from me, I'll put it down. So that's really the honest. Boy,
Okay, definitely. Just real quick, I don't see you got any jewelry on right now. Are you big into jewelry or anything like that?
nah, honestly, I better bracelet, but I got to it on. It's in my bag. I just be up for it on. And then I'm not into jewelry. Was earrings, nose ring, like I said, bracelet. I do want a necklace, but I just gonna wait till the time kind of pop out right now. Then it's use a lot. So I'd rather wait for that time to come and do the necklace.
A lot of musicians, they listen to themselves a lot of the time. Are you somebody that listens to yourself all day, or do you listen to a variety of artists?
Yeah. Now I say not all day, but I say a lot newer. Like on the radio. I play songs to play for me. I played it about 10 times in the car. And then I was like, all right. But like I'll probably do that once I use in the car. Not that all right, this is the song, listen to what's in my library for real. Like I say. But yeah. I'll say I listen to myself all day after I make the song for sure. I'll do that for sure. Just to see if I want to go do something else to it. Or I'm still feeling the same way I felt while I made it.
It's terrible. Real quick, do you have any upcoming music? And then do you have any do you just have a whole bunch of beats in the vault, or do you get rid of a lot of them?
That's a good question. I ain't gonna lie. I do got something coming out. I don't know when. I'm gonna tell you that because I just restarted. Like again, the song I just played, that's the bass song right there. I got 2 songs, but that's the bass song as far as we restarted. I got 3. It's an old song, and then other song I recorded 2 weeks prior to the last song, sure. So it's just a whole read for that whole project that I would have been dropped on Valentine's Day. I did not drop it because I produced a whole album with Wasted on Valentine's Day that dropped, and then yeah. What else I'll say? What's the other question you asked? I'm sorry.
Then do you delete a lot of beats, or do you?
Oh yeah. So with that, I don't delete beats, but it got deleted. So my old hard drive got fried in August, so I just restarted complete since August. But with me sending out beats, I send every beat that I make out. Every beat. I send every beat out. I don't sit on nothing 'Cause I feel like if I send them something, it could be the one. You know what I'm saying? When I used to send beats up, like when I was younger, I say 2 years ago, I used to pick some youngs up. I think it was the NBL Rush up to somebody. They were just like, you send everything, no matter what. You never know, some of them might like that. And that's God honest truth, because there's been a lot of stuff people that got on. I'll be like, I tell them straight up, I did not expect you to get on shit, sir. Yeah, that's the truth. I just send everything up now. It don't matter what I make.
For sure. Have you ever made any kind of production only beats? Production only mixtapes?
Yeah. So you saying like I produce the whole thing?
Yeah, just producing beats only, actually.
Yeah. So like I said, I do that with Wasty, his last mixtape. I got one coming out with JC soon. Whenever he get done with it. But I know he's been working on Crave. I got one with myself. I say for them two right now. But I know it's gonna be some more coming out. I was supposed to have one with this dude named Jay Fur. He been California. Well, like I said, back in 2021. But honestly, I just messed myself up trying to mimic it. Got comfortable after that. Crazy outfit. I was gonna make pain on you though.
Yeah. Just real quick, is it difficult collaborating with other producers versus rappers, or just break down the process?
It's not hard because the producers that I rock with, they rock with me. So, they'll send me stuff. I'll send it. If I make a beat to one they lose, I send it right back to them. Read it, or just to show them like I ain't, just show them I ain't bullshit. I after working, like, let's go. And hey, this might get something. You know what I'm saying? So I do that for sure. It has been times where I ran, like, for instance, one producer, I'll just tell him, just send me an email so we can get the royalties, just split going or whatnot. And it was like he was kind of like just being hard on about it. And that's what I was saying. I finna just go back to in there and scratching a while, because I know the main producers that I do rock with, I ain't never had no problem out of them. But it was like that one dude just kind of just threw me up. So I was like, I want that to keep occurring. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going back to really just start clocking in with myself for real and getting everything right that I know God likes for sure. I say that they don't make nothing that I don't like, because they do. But I was going to be that going down is that you got to do a song and they tripping and you can't get put out. So you got to start.
Real quick before we wrap it up, what's the name of your upcoming mixtapes or any projects that you have in the works? You can keep it a secret if you want.
No, I ain't gonna say it. I'll say the reason behind it true. So my mixtape said the album, I really want to know how to sound like Fiona. I'm really aiming to drop the summer. I'll say. I do say I don't know when, but I'm hopefully this summer I'll really on the drop. But it's been called Masquerade. And you know how I say
Masquerade?
yeah. So like kind of masquerade parties for nasty stuff. Yeah. So it's kind of like that. You're not behind the mask, behind the sucker. So it's kind of sense, because how I was back in college, I was kind of living a double life, by safe shit. So I kind of want to talk about that in there, and talk about this trials and tribulations after I dropped out of shit. So that's really what it is. That's really what it's about, and really we're going on that. So
Super cool. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Where can they catch you?
Kash on Instagram, Kash XXO Kash with a K. Twitter, same thing. YouTube, same thing. Everything same. No difference. No underscore. No dots. No periods. No slash. No dash. No 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pikes. Kash XXO. XXO. Not 0. Oh. LMNO.
All right, appreciate you.
Right.